Most of the time I tell people Africa is the future. Africa is really the future. People doubt the fact that Africa is one of the richest continents on earth. And I have no reason to explain to you. It is you that will get to understand someday. Most of our people in diaspora, they look down on their own continent. They always feel like they want to live like Westerners. To the extent that people, or some of them, will be investing their money in a country where they'll finish paying house and mortgage. At the end of the day, the house will still not belong to them. When they die, when they are no more, their children cannot even be able to inherit those properties. Even if they inherit those properties at the end of the day, they will be paying, inheritance taxes or something like that related to that. But in Africa, when you own a property in Africa, you own that property for life. You own that property for life. Now, do you know that in Africa you can own a house and never have to pay property tax for a very long time? You can live in a house that you built for yourself for 20 years, 30 years, never to pay property tax. But in America, in Europe, anywhere, any other places in the West, do you know that you own a house and you pay property tax every year? This is the difference between Africa and the West. Don't mind the atmosphere, the environment, and the way Africa looks. Africa is the future. Africa is the future. So if you're living in diaspora, if you're African in diaspora, I think you should be thinking on how to start investing back home. That is where your future lies. If you're an African in diaspora, think of how to return back home and invest back home. You will thank me later. Do you know why I said that? Real estate in Africa is making a whole lot of people millionaires and billionaires. When they understand and know how to invest in real estate, trust me, they will never have any regret along the line. Now, let's assume someone let's say for instance, you have $10,000 and you don't know what to do with that money. $10,000 can give you, let's say, 1 acre of land, depending on the location in Africa and depending on the country. Can give you 1 acre of land. Even if not 1 acre of land, let's just say we'll give you 100 by 100. If you buy, in a developed place, you buy a land of $10,000 in a well-developed place in Nigeria, right? After 2, 3, 4 years, you want to resell the land back. You will sell the land nothing less than $15,000 or $20,000, right? Now you build that house. After building that property, you want to sell it out. Check how much you used to build the house and how much you bought the land will not even cost you up to $50,000, depending on the location. Now, when you are selling the house, we don't have price tag here in Africa when you are selling a property. But in Europe, you have. In America, you have. We don't have price tag in Africa here. You can easily buy a land for $1,000. The next day, you sell it for $2,000 or $3,000. So this is exactly what is making a lot of people millionaires and billionaires in Africa. Real estate. So if you're African in diaspora, anybody that is telling you going back to Africa to invest your money, that is this waste of money, is lying to you. That person is trying to deceive you from doing what you are supposed to do at the right time. Invest wisely and then invest back home in Africa. Africa is the future. That's all I can tell every African in diaspora. Think home. Don't be deceived. Don't be deceived. There are a lot of people today that cannot be able to afford to own a house in America, but they can be able to save up to $10,000. Now, if you cannot be able to afford a house in America, but you can afford a house in Africa, please own one here. Try to build one here. Build one here. This is one thing is always very important. I always tell people, sometimes when you're on a journey, when you're out of Africa to look for greener pasture, looking for greener pasture does not guarantee or make you to forget about home. You are there to look for greener pasture. You are there to make money. When you make your money, bring it down to Africa. You cannot be able to own a house in America because it's expensive, but you can be able to own a house in Africa. At least you can be able to save $10,000 or $15,000 in a year. Saving that money during the holidays, come, purchase the land. Don't give it to anybody. Come by yourself, purchase a land here, go back, get your documents all, go back. Work another 1 year. After that 1 year, another holiday, come back again, do something there. You start building something. When that money is finished, go back again, go and work. Before you know it, you own a property. There are properties you own in Africa that can buy you a house in America. I'm telling you, what are you talking about? There are some properties you will own in Africa that can buy you 2 houses in America, that can buy you 2 houses in Europe, that can buy you 2 houses in Canada. Believe me. So Africa is the future. Whatever you are doing in diaspora, always remember that there is no place like home. During old age, you will get to understand the importance of investing in Africa. You get to understand that your old age, you don't have no regard, no value in the West. Africa is the future. Let nobody deceive you. Africa is the richest continent on earth. Africa is the safest place to invest your money. Africa is a tax-free continent. Nobody will tax your destiny away. But in America, you pay taxes every day, every month, every year. You are paying taxes. You buy cigarettes, you pay tax. You buy water, you pay tax. You buy food, you pay tax. Whatever you buy, you pay tax. You own a house, you pay property tax. You are renting a house, you're paying taxes. Africa is the future. Don't let anybody kid you. Don't let anybody deceive you to tell you that Africa is a cheat hole continent. Africa is this, Africa is that. Africa is the future. People knows. There are a lot of people in diaspora, they understand this. A lot of Africans in diaspora, they know this secret that I'm telling you. And they are see, there's something you don't know. There are people in America, they don't own a house in America, they are living on a rent in America. You know what they're doing? Some of them own 3-4 houses in Africa. They understand the importance of investing in Africa. And those people can never be poor again. I know of a lady that is living in Canada, but she's investing all her money in Africa. Buy land, build house. Thank you very much, and I will see you guys in the next one.